Hello everybody, I am Hacklebeast and we are finally into Gambit Cup action. I am very excited for it. It's been a long time coming, but it's finally here. Back with really some of the best form Brood War has to offer. Great games, to be sure. This first game will be SJ versus SAS in Winners League format, with the first two people up being Southpark and Bizzy. Of course, Winners League format means that the winner will stay on, so potentially you could have one person who wins all by themselves if they are indeed good enough. Which I doubt either of these players will get all kills, because there are a lot of good players for both teams here. It would be quite the feat for a day one alt kill. Anyway, Bizzy versus Southpark. Should be a pretty good matchup. Southpark, obviously, a very aggressive player, known for lots and lots of Zergling aggression. Sometimes a bit reckless with the Zergling aggression, admittedly, but he does make it work a lot. And against Terran, you definitely have to be very careful about how you are placing your SCVs when you are pulling, and certainly when you are moving out, to not have a Ling run by do so much damage to your Marine count and so much damage to your SCV count. On the other side, we have Bizzy, who is not the most active player, so you don't get to see him as much as you would like to, considering his caliber, but is also a rather aggressive Terran. Lots of Marine-oriented play, and really known specifically for being very good against Mutalisks. That's the general consensus among top foreigner players, that Bizzy has a really good is really good versus the Mutalisks. Alright, I got getting more messages. So many people want to talk to me on Skype today. Somebody's telling me I'm offline. I'm not offline. That's your problem. Wow. Whoa, okay. Apparently my stream was down, but now it's not down. Oh. Okay. Yo, I did something? Okay. I know what happened. Okay. I changed some settings on here to get ready for this cast, and I knew that I was going to need to change settings at some point. And I was testing whether it would turn off my stream or not, or whether I could do it while the stream was turned on. I assume I'd have to restart it. And I was really surprised when I didn't have to restart it. And it turns out that it resets itself and doesn't tell me about it. Oh, that's not very nice, XSplit. Why wouldn't you tell me that you are going to restart yourself? Yeah. I totally was talking to myself. A lot. Well, I assume the VOD caught it. I hope the VOD caught it. Anyway, really quick recap then. Southpark, very aggressive. Bizzy, also rather aggressive. Does 5 racks CAD, or excuse me, 5 racks +1 timing attack a lot, and is known for being really good versus Mutalisks. There. I didn't really say a whole lot more than that. I just rambled. As you can see, Southpark already with an unusually high number of lings. And those lings really do afford you a lot of ability. Excuse me. It really do afford you a lot of leadway. It just forces Bizzy to be on his toes a bit. Really needs to be careful, because that's certainly enough lings that if Bizzy's not paying attention, all the Marines could go down immediately. And it looks like Bizzy's now going to be throwing down a bunker. Wow, that is a lot of links. Southpark's just going to go for it. Southpark is just going for it. Alright, the bunker's not finished. There's only one medic. He can't block the ramp with medics because there's only one of them. Oh, the SCVs don't get there in time. Oh, lings are really good. And the mystery continues. Why do you not defend yourself against lings when you play Southpark? I don't know, but nobody does it. Not a single person does it, and then Southpark kills them. Oh man, he's dead. He is really dead. Well, it's good to know that nothing has changed in Foreigner Brood War. Southpark still builds lings. People still die to Southpark's lings. They're like Zeke-lings in their effectiveness, but instead of being controlled by super high APM and amazing amazing micro skills, they just kill everything. I don't even know. Bizzy's gonna have to show off his amazing anti-muta skills. It's pretty hard to be good anti-muta when you have 4 medics and a fire bat, but if anybody can do it, Bizzy can. I don't think anybody can do it. I'm pretty sure Bizzy's dead. And by pretty sure I mean very sure. Alright. Well, there's no turrets, right? No, there's not even any turrets. 0 turrets, 0 marines. It's a pretty bad spot to be in for Terran. Alright. Alright. So, do I have the next replay? Oh, I have to get out of here. Oh, no. Channel. Go to anti-spoilers. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. Oh, god damn it. Oh. Well, that ruined the surprise. I have cool videos that I can use. But I don't have the GIF anymore. I need to go re-add the GIF. You will see that if Dodie plays, which presumably he will play. Everything's going to hell, man. Oh, I was so excited for this cast, and I set up so much preparation, and then Eagle fucked it all up. Goddamn Eagle. Alright. So. Okay. Apparently the game's over, though. So we can go on to the next game. And that I have successfully prevented you from seeing. With my awesome skills. And it was... There we go. People send me the replays. People are sending me the replays. I now need to put replays in folder, though. They're all labeled correctly now, instead of just typing in random letters. That's convenient. Okay. Okay. So we can create now. And we can stop with the epic Kong dancing. Gambit. Alright, game number 2. Southpark does have 1 win on Neo Jade. So, in the bottom left, we have Southpark, who is now the orange Zerg player. And in the bottom right, we have Sass Zaraki as the new challenger. Alright, so, first ZVZ of the season on Jade. Jade for ZVZ. I'm trying to think of anything terribly remarkable about this map. The reverse ramp can be a little bit advantageous for the aggressor, but other than that, it's a rather simple map for ZVZ. Yeah, pretty much everything else is standard. So, Zaraki building the first Overlord, and it does not look like Southpark is, though. Seems to be saving up for the 9 pool. Indeed, Southpark 9 pooling. Oh. Oh, god damn it. Zaraki. Oh, I'm so off the ball today. It's actually hurting me. Like, I have this pain in my back that I'm totally gonna blame on... Okay. Goddamn Zaraki. God damn it. Okay. So it's Zeke. Man, okay. Zeke better win. Zeke better win now. He's going 12 hatch versus 9 pool. So it's not looking terribly good. And the reason I say he better win is because I have a video for him, which now I can't play. And if he loses, then it's like, welp, that video's wasted till next week. But if he wins, then I can just play it next time and everything will be fine. It's like this game is the intro video for Zeke. Well, so Lings are obviously going to get there before the spawning pool, possibly before the spawning pool finishes, but certainly before the Lings get out for Zeke. He's going to have really nice drone control to keep the Lings off the hatchery, and more importantly, equally importantly, not lose drones of his own. I mean, if there's a player I want for really good micro, it's Zeke, but there's no player I really like in this position versus a competent player like Southpark. It's Southpark's game to really lose at this point. Wow. Interesting. Zeke just straight up cancels it. That is one of the choices you have. You can either let it finish, which it was about to finish, and just accept that you're going to lose 700 health and hope to get a nice drone drill afterwards, or you do the alternative, which we just saw here, just straight up cancel it. You don't lose anything. You're not risking anything, but you will have a horribly late. You will have a horribly late tech without any. You'll have horribly late tech without an economic advantage, and that was a lot of damage done to that spawning pool. That spawning pool seems so snipeable at this point. Man, there are a lot of speedlings on the way. Lair just finishing for, Lair is just finishing for Southpark, and you can see Zeke's Lair actually isn't that far behind, considering that he built the Lair as soon as he canceled the hatchery. It's not horribly delayed, but it's still a disadvantage, even with this other hatchery coming up. And man, that spawning pool is just such a liability at this point. It's going to be hard to snipe for Southpark, just because Zeke now has Lings out, and they're always going to be in the correct position just because he's so fearful of that. But really, that's going to come into play once the Mutalisks come out, because Southpark will get out Mutalisks first, and it won't be too hard to snipe that. Even if Zeke spores up, which he's not going to, but even if he had spored up, it's just the Mutalisks are going to fly in and tank shots and pick off the spawning pool. It's actually really surprising how not far Southpark's fire is compared to Zeke's. Huh. Well, nice micro at the top of the ramp from Southpark, keeping Zeke contained, and it looks like all these engagements are, in general, really working out for Southpark. It seems he's getting better arcs in here. Man, very nice. And this is what Southpark needs to do at this point. Zeke does have 2 hatcheries with 1 gas, so the Zerglings are going to be a big advantage for Zeke. But Southpark is mitigating that by keeping them in the base, getting more bang out of his buck for those Lings. And now he will, of course, be forced to throw down the Sunken Colony. There's no way he could hold it off forever, but he did hold it off for quite a while, even after his Mutalisks popped. And he's going to have more than enough time to get that Sunken Colony done and get Mutalisks out to help defend against this. And what is Zeke going to do? Is he just going to go straight Scourge? Yeah. Oh, no. Just one set of Scourge and then a couple pairs of Mutalisks. It is going to be very hard for those Mutalisks to micro down the single Scourge as it comes in, just because there's only 3 of them, much less 2 Scourge. But we'll see. But we'll see. Well, first two Scourge from Zeke are just going to go immediately out. If he can get there before the next Mutalisk pop, it won't be too hard for him to micro. Or if he catches one like that, I don't think that was a hit. Let me check their hotkeys. Nope, no hit. And now with 5 out, shouldn't be too hard to pick up that last Scourge, so Zeke can use that for positioning or just move it back. Looks like he's going to opt for the latter. I'm actually really surprised Southpark isn't just attacking with the Mutalisks to try to abuse the fact that he had the tech advantage and just take out that spawning pool. If he takes out that spawning pool, that really takes away the only advantage Zeke has, that other hatchery. Without the spawning pool, other hatchery is meaningless. You can do absolutely nothing with it. Man. Yeah. It is really tempting. But you can respect Southpark for not immediately attacking it. He doesn't have any spores up, obviously, just going for the 9 pool. So if he was to go in with the Mutalisks and suicide them all in the spawning pool, take heavy losses from Zeke's Mutalisks, or Scourge or whatever he had at the time, then Zeke could immediately counterattack, and it doesn't matter that you took out the spawning pool, you just die. So I can understand a little bit of reluctance until you get a bigger Mutalisk count, but it really is a very lucrative target to go after. And now the Zerglings are coming in from Zeke, trying to get some kills here. It looks like they're going to be able to get 2 of the mining drones, not quite all of them, before the Mutalisks get back. 2 drones is nice. It's nice. It looks like, actually Zeke has a little bit of a supply lead, which is interesting. And I guess it really just comes from Southpark having no lings at all, compared to Zeke, who's still making a couple around. It looks like he might have 3 or 4 supply in lings, which is about the difference. Man, he does need to be very careful, though. The advantage that Southpark had with the Mutalisks is really small at this point. So it's just going to come down to Scourge dodging. That's all that really matters in this engagement. If both players have perfect Scourge dodging, then Southpark will win, just because he has fewer Scourge than Zeke, and Zeke has fewer Mutalisks. But, Zeke taking Scourge hits, and Southpark does not take many at all. And Southpark's going to have the huge advantage here with no Spore support from Zeke. I don't know if Zeke can hold this off. I'm pretty sure Southpark is going to get this. Needs to fly away from the Scourge, though. Scourge do get hits that does do good damage, but Southpark's just going to be able to overwhelm Zeke's Mutalisks. And it looks like, wow! Southpark with a huge day 1 upset knocks off Zeke. Wow. Very impressive. Alright. Still need to get to a new channel. Next game is not done. I don't know what to do now. Yeah, this was kind of the problem. Well, I can, like, I'm pretty sure the only option is turn on the music and go Minesweeper again. But that's kind of lame for the middle of a broadcast. Alright, I think I'm going to just turn off the local recording.